Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to review and compare two really good alert services where we're basically selling options for premium. And so the first one is Jeff Bishop's AlphaHunter. So a lot of you guys are in that service already. And I did a review like last year. If you look at the date down here, it was like June 12th or July 12th, 2023. And at the time, the service was going really, really well. And basically, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go and read all about it. But basically, what Jeff does is he sells basically these, so bull puts, bear calls, iron condors, short iron condors, and looks to collect the premium on those. And so I've even interviewed him several times. One month in October last year, he had a $20,000 month. And so his goal has been to try and make $10,000 a month using this strategy. So it's pretty cool. And the cool thing is he keeps a really good journal. And if you look in the description below, I'll leave a link where you can actually go and get his current updated journal that keeps updating. So it's going to show you what he's doing. He doesn't put like the trades because you can't see them until after unless you're a paying member, but the trades do appear once they're closed, so you'll be able to continually monitor what he's doing. So all seemed good and well with this. He had some really good trades. If we go to his actual journal here and we go up to the top, we had, this was back in July, so you can see this is where he's putting his main like profit for the month. You can see the types of trades he does here and here. You can see the size, the entry and exit dates, and again, just look in the description below, and you can sign up and get the spreadsheet. And this automatically updates, like I said, so you can continue to watch before you purchase the service. And so it's very transparent as far as that goes, which is really cool. You can see the days held are just a short number of days, and that's why he's able to make quite a bit of money doing this. So 10,000 a month is pretty respectable. You can see the different months as we go on here. He had a bad month there, 2,000. Then he went to 20,000, which was when I interviewed him, and everything seemed great. The problem is at this point he started to do 0 DTE, so you can see how same day expiration, and subscribers started to complain that they couldn't actually get in these. And so this became more and more prevalent as time went on, and people that I talked to and polled and things started to say he's doing all these 0 DTEs now. I can't ever get the same premium, this is terrible, can't replicate this. And of course Jeff's response to that is, learn to fish, learn a strategy. He does a lot of teaching, so that's all fair enough. Since he started this, he has 85,000 in profit. February is not doing so well yet, but so basically this is the one of the services I wanted to talk about. But really the best thing to do is go to my article. So again, I'll leave the link to my article, and to get the spreadsheet, again, you'll find a link to get the spreadsheet, looking at his current trades and everything. I know people love to look at track records and keep an eye on these things. Here's why I like the next service better, and it's not just because I'm involved with running it. But the next service I want to talk about is so much better in so many different ways, and I want to go through those carefully. The first thing I want to mention is you can get our free course on how to learn to win 90% of your trades in just 90 seconds. This is fantastic. It basically teaches you the basics of selling options and spreads, which is awesome. And you can be a complete noob and still manage to do this. So definitely download this. If you don't get it, just email me. Again, I'll put my email in the description below, so you can email me anytime about anything, and make sure you get this course. So we give away that completely for free. I've seen this sold for $1,000 before, or something like it. So this is a total bonus for you guys if you want to check it out. And this was done by Lance, that runs ThetaTraderz.com, which is the service that I'm comparing the AlphaHunter by Jeff Bishop. So obviously, if you know anything about Jeff Bishop, he has had 25 years plus experience. He's run one of the biggest companies in the niche. I mean, at one point, Raging Bull was making $100 million a year selling these subscriptions to people. ThetaTraderz, on the other hand, is just me and Lance, just trying to help people out and sell subscriptions, but try to keep things as fair as possible. And I think what you'll find here is extraordinary, and something that you don't find very often in the trading world. So if you want, go and check out ThetaTraderz.com, and you can go through the different subscription levels. I want to, in this quick video, because I don't want to spend an hour doing a video. I don't like long videos. I just want to kind of give you the highlights. Basically, what Lance is doing in his most basic subscription, which is cheap the AlphaHunter. So if we go to AlphaHunter, let's see what price they're currently offering it at. I don't know if this page will work. Let's try it. So just to give you like a price comparison, because I know that's also important to some people. Let's see, get full access. So they want $797 for a year, I think. Looks like it, for a year. Okay, so the prices are actually very similar. So for AlphaHunter at the moment, it had to come down. These guys used to sell these things for like $2,000 a time. But so the prices are very similar for ThetaTraderz, at least for the quarterly. And this is where things get complicated. So bear with me, I'll try and explain this as carefully as I can. So the quarterly subscription for ThetaTraderz includes put credit spread alerts, 0DTE SPX alerts, 3-month SPY alerts, monthly Zoom calls, and a bunch of strategy guides. It doesn't include any of this stuff, which is in the higher tiers, which I'll go through very quickly in a few minutes. But I just wanted to point out that these credit spreads and 0DTE SPX are far superior to what Jeff Bishop is doing in AlphaHunter in terms of how conservative they are and how easy they are to follow. So a service can make $10,000 a month for the guru, but if the subscribers can't get in and you can't make money with it, it's completely worthless. And that is what I'm finding in the polls, is that people are not finding value in AlphaHunter, even though Jeff is making money doing it. So it's possible to, so a lot of people think, oh, that the guru is a scam. They say they're making money and the subscribers aren't. Well, it's not true. Most of the time the gurus are making money, but the way they're trading is hard to replicate. In ThetaTraderz.com, in the quarterly, you get similar alerts, but they're more conservative and you have longer time to put them on. So you can almost certainly get the prices that Lance is getting with these. With the 0DTE SPX, you can set the orders to the point where you can also get very, very similar to what Lance gets. Same with 3-month SPY. And so the strategy guides are also really valuable as well. They're really good. We used to run a 7-day trial for this. We've given up because people would come in, take all the strategy guides, quiz Lance to the max, waste all our time, and then basically like their card would bounce after the 7 days. So very annoying, so we've got rid of that. But it's only $197 for 3 months for this stuff. But this is where things are different. So just for a little bit extra, you can actually get the next level up. So you can go all the way to lifetime, which is double what AlphaHunter's charging. However, the value that you're getting is like 10x, 20x of what AlphaHunter's offering. So not only do you get the put credit spread alerts, the 0DTE SPX, the 3-month SPY, you also get one-on-one basic coaching with Lance, right? Jeff Bishop's never going to do that for you. As much as I love Jeff Bishop, I've done interviews with Jeff, I've known him for years, he's a good guy. He won't give you one-on-one coaching. So you can see this right here, one-on-one coaching. Now, the real money here lies in the future strangles, covered strangles, the weekly future puts there, and butterflies, the gold rush, so we're selling gold puts. We're doing lots of portfolio management, which is crucial for success. We're doing lots of commodities like gold and oil. And these things are super valuable and they make so much money for me in terms of being like a little bit off from the actual market. So you can get that diversification that you can't in AlphaHunter. And you get the benefit of leverage using spend margin. This might sound complicated to you, and futures trading and selling futures options might sound complicated, but we help and guide everybody through it, and most people find it very straightforward and easy, including me. I was a noob when I started this with Lance. Obviously he wasn't, he was an expert at it, but he showed me how to do it and I was able to do it very, very easily. We can advise everything from what brokerage to use to basically managing your portfolio if needed. So one thing that puts people off is this is double the price of AlphaHunter, right? But what's the point in spending half of this if you get no value when you can spend twice as much and get massive value? So I've paid off half my car just in the last few months just using these alerts. I don't have a very big account, I have a pretty small account for this type of trading. And basically you get this for lifetime instead of just a year. So you're only getting this Jeff Bishop stuff really for 1 year at a time. So the biggest thing here though is what are subscribers saying. So you can talk about all the pros and cons and people can look into these and come in and talk to Lance, and you can look at the track records here as well. Like you can go down to the 2023, you can email us, you can do whatever. But really, like, what really matters when it comes down to it is what are the subscribers saying about these services. And this is where the main difference comes and where the real winner like becomes apparent. So if you're not a member of my Facebook group, I'll leave a link in the description below. Come and check it out. There's tons of really valuable stuff like what I'm about to show you in here. So I always do these polls, and usually I feature them at the top because they're quite important. The last one I did was Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader. 34 people said they'd made money. One person voted. He didn't mean to vote no, he just wanted to see what the results were and couldn't, so he voted no. So really, everybody has made money with Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader. This is my favorite buy-side service, probably of all time. So I'm really excited about that. I'm a member and I trade that every week. Here's what I wanted to show you though. So when I polled this group here, basically it says, ThetaTraderz.com service subscribers, have you found the service to be useful and profitable? Now these are very hard to get exactly right because it depends on how long people have been in the service, how long, you know, how much money they've used, blah, blah, blah. But it's overwhelming that people love lands. GOAT is obviously greatest of all time, so instead I shouldn't have put this, I should have just put yes, because this has made it look funny. But basically, everybody has made money out of 26 people that voted. Everybody has made money in the Lance's ThetaTraderz.com. That pretty much says it all. And that's actually similar to Nate's Profit Surge Trader. Everybody says they've made money, which is cool. But there's polls that say the differences. So let's have a quick look through the comments here. I wanted to make sure people knew that GOAT was the greatest of all time. I know most people are familiar with that term. But the subscribers are just huge fans of this guy. So Benjamin says, love the service. I take the safeguard and put credit spread trades, so easy to get in. That's the key thing I was talking about. This is what, you know, this is amazing. So basically this poll suggests that if you were to buy ThetaTraderz.com, you'd have a good success rate. So I think that's really useful. Now, I wanted to show you what I did with the other one, which was the Jeff Bishop's AlphaHunter, which again doesn't have all this stuff. It just doesn't. It doesn't have the futures options. It doesn't have much at all, and most people can't get in at a good price. And don't get me wrong, I like Jeff. He's a good guy. I wish this was different, but I'll show you the results of the poll that I did when I had this one. So I said, which one is better, AlphaHunter by Jeff Bishop or ThetaTraderz.com? So I did this in anticipation of this video, and so you can see that basically everybody said ThetaTraderz. 9 votes. 9 votes isn't a huge sample size. That's the problem with some of these. It's just the way it is. A lot of people don't take part in things, or tuned out. They don't see messages in Facebook groups and stuff. So already you can see which one that you should probably pick, right? If you're looking to do sell-side options, you have so many different things, right? You have polls saying that ThetaTraderz is better by far. You have polls saying that ThetaTraderz, basically everybody has made money. You have the fact that the value is much higher in ThetaTraderz than in AlphaHunter. Now, the only reason you might want to choose AlphaHunter over ThetaTraderz would be if you are desperately trying to turn a small amount of money into a large amount of money as quickly as possible. Because the biggest difference is how conservative the two services are. And this is what a lot of people like, and I'm being completely transparent and honest here. A lot of people are turned off by ThetaTraderz because you're not going to take $1,000 and turn it into $10,000 next month. You're just not. That's not how this works. This is a long-term strategy. Now, it can be used with as little as $5,000, but if you're using $5,000, don't expect to make $5,000 a month or $1,000 a month. You'll make a few $100s a month if you do it right. But here's the thing, it's sustainable, it's repeatable, it's consistent, it's safe, and there's no stress. Whereas if you take AlphaHunter, for example, you may be able to get into some of these and make large amounts of money, or you might get stuck in these losses and lose a lot of money. And so it's really kind of apples and oranges to some degree, but not completely, if that makes sense. So hopefully I'm making it clear, like the differences here. Now, to me, it's a no-brainer. The thing that puts people off is maybe the price for lifetime. Again, you can come in and see a very small amount of the server, which is equivalent to the AlphaHunter service for just $197 a quarter. But if you really want to get started making consistent money where you can replicate what Lance is doing, he's been doing this a long, long time, We do a one-time payment of $19.96, but if you message us, we'll often do payment plans. A lot of people are doing payment plans just to break that psychologically up. So say you break it up into $200 a month or $300 a month payments. Then if you have, say, a $20,000 or $30,000 account, you'll be making more than that and you'll be covering your payment and you feel like it's worth it. You know, you're like, okay, cool, I'm covering the payment, I'm learning, I'm making progress. Now, for a lot of people, this might not be much money at all. If you have a $500,000 account, you just pay this straight up front, you're fine. You know, but I just want to make it clear that this can be used for small accounts and large accounts as well. There's a lot of free stuff on the website. Like I said, there's the free trainings. You can go and download those. There's a blog, there's a YouTube channel that Lance does. You can look a bit more about the pricing. You can look at about the spreadsheets and all this type of stuff as well. So definitely worth it. Highly, highly recommend this. I did one more poll, which was to ask if people